What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Caitlin. I'm a pet blogger from Central Florida, and I'm back with a really awesome dog product review. So growing up, we would bathe our dogs in our bathroom in the tub, and to be honest, it really wasn't that enjoyable because we had the tile floor, so we were on our knees all the time, which was painful, and then we'd be reaching around over our dogs, which we have big dogs and grew up with labs, so you're reaching over, scrubbing them up, trying to make sure you're getting the water all over them. And it just wasn't that enjoyable. At the end of it, you were a little sore after it, whether your back was hurting or your knees were hurting, and it just wasn't enjoyable. So about 5 years ago, my mom discovered the product that we're reviewing today. I've been using it for that long. It's fantastic, and it is a game changer when it comes to bathing your dogs of all sizes, all the way from small dogs to extra large breeds, which I have with my dog Diesel. So today's product review is called the Booster Bath, and this is an outdoor dog washing station. It's fantastic. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of what it is. I have two different sizes, the large and the extra large, and I'm going to be showing the differences between the two, how they work. I'm going to assemble both because there are a few slight assembly differences, and then actually give my mom's lab Remy a bath because she is the classic Labrador. She loves water and she absolutely loves bath time, so she's going to be the perfect model for how awesome this product is. So the first thing I want to do is share a few points about the similarities that both have. So to start, they both come with the same thing when you order from the Booster Bath website. So you get your hose, you get your shower or your shampoo caddy, so you can easily keep all that with you. You get your fan nozzle hose, which has an on and off switch. And then of course, they all come with their own set of legs. The rest are in the tubs. I just wanted to grab one. And then the next thing is that obviously there are some differences between the sizes. I feel like you can easily see that this is the extra large and this is the large, and I'll go into how they assemble in just a moment, but I thought that was important to share. And then last but not least is these are made in the USA. I love finding dog brands that are made in the US. I've shared a few other dog brands on my blog and YouTube that are. I just think it's a little extra special when they're made here. So those are some of the initial, kind of similarities and differences. And now we're going to go into how to assemble, since these two kind of have different assemblies. This one's a little bit faster than this one, but overall, they're pretty quick. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is snap this into place. This actually comes in two sections, and you'll see here it goes on both sides. You'll have 4 snaps here on the side, 2 around the front, or 3 around the front, sorry. And all you do is snap it into place. Once it's really snapped into place, it kind of stays there. Otherwise, I would really show you a better way to do it or how to actually snap it in, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So that is the first thing you're gonna wanna do for the actual tub assembly. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is just ensure that you have all of your equipment. It does come with all the hardware, both the large and extra large do. The only thing that you will have to get yourself is a Phillips head screwdriver. You'll be using that to screw in these little screws in a few different spots. So to secure your mat, which by the way, both do come with this non-slip mat. It works really great. So to start with this, you're going to need this piece here and 2 of your screws. So essentially there's little holes, let me grab this, underneath this, and you're securing the mat in place. So you're gonna wanna line it up with this piece right on top. Go ahead and slip your screws in. I think it's easiest just to put them both in so you have them. Take your Phillips head screwdriver, you line that up, and go ahead and secure it in place. You're going to do this around all 4 corners, and once you've done that, we'll have secured your mat and we'll be ready for the next step. All right, so now we're gonna assemble our legs. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is grab one of these pieces and this end that has the circular side. You're essentially gonna be lining that up, so that way the circle goes in this way. And so this lines up right on that slit. We're gonna do this to all 4 sides before we assemble our legs. Now that we've got all the little rubber stoppers on the legs, now we're gonna go ahead and attach them to the Booster Bath. So I think it's easiest to turn the tub sideways. And this is actually pretty straightforward. These actually hook into place. The extra large one actually has to be screwed in, but the large just slip right in. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is line it up diagonally. You'll see there's kind of like a little insert there. You're gonna wanna line it up and then push this button. There we go, and snap it right in. You're gonna do this to all 4 sides, and then you'll be ready to set up the rest of the tub. All right, now that we've secured our mat, attached our legs, now we're going to attach the very last step, which is the triple leash restraint. This is basically just giving you an option if you wanna secure your dog in the tub. Some dogs stand in it, some dogs actually do best with this. The main thing I can say is just know your dog, and obviously at all times do not leave your dog unattended in the Booster Bath, even if you're just running in for a second. just don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to attach this. So we're gonna come closer. All you need is a few parts. It already comes with it. You have these plastic circles that I shared before, these little knobs, and then the actual attachment itself. So step one, go ahead and set it up to be in the right direction. So you have it right here, flip it upside down. There we go, perfect. Now you're gonna go ahead and grab one of these first. These slip, whoops, there we go. These have a little knob here that fits the shape of this. They slip right into that. So what you're gonna do is first take this, slip it through that. You're going to come, put it through the actual hole. But again, make sure you have that lined up perfectly. And then on the outside, once your screw is all the way in, you're gonna add this to the outside, spin it, and this essentially just secures it into place, and you're gonna repeat on all 3 sides until it is complete. And then the last step is to attach the drain hose. This honestly just secures right on like that, and this helps as your booster bath is standing up for the water to drain out and right onto your grass. Okay, so now that we've put together our large booster bath, now we're gonna do the extra large. And this assembly is just a little different just because of the legs and the size. So to start, we're gonna grab this bolt, and again, all of this comes with our hardware bag. This bolt, one of the caps, the screws, and your Phillips head screwdriver. So we're gonna go ahead and come in closer and start. So to begin, you're gonna put the bolt right in the bottom there, and you're gonna secure it with this cap. So kind of stand it up a little bit, gonna put that screw in the hole, grab your Phillips screwdriver and screw it into place. You might have to hold it still, just a little bit. Once this is completely secured into place, we're gonna do this on all 4 corners, just kind of like how we did with the other mat. So to finish adding the legs to the booster bath, what you're gonna do next is you're given these 4 rubber little stoppers. They just push right into the hole that you'll find. And from there, I recommend flipping this completely over. I've tried it on its side. It's very difficult to see and adjust. Flip it over so it's facing upright like this. And what you're gonna do is the bolt is gonna go through the hole here, and then this upper part is going to tuck in this crease, as you guys can see. And it's way easier to line up if you do it from above, because it usually just slips right into place, just like that. Once you've gotten it in, again, make sure that it's all the way in the crease. You're gonna grab one of these little knobs and twist it on. Make sure it's all the way good. Takes a few seconds to line up. There we go. Twist it in, and this basically locks the leg into place, and you can do the rest on all 4 sides. So now that we've got the legs attached, the mat's in place, now what we have to do is attach that 3-point leash restraint, and it's almost identical to doing the large booster bath. The only difference is instead of that little gray circular, you have this rubber piece. It goes on just like before. Have it secured right here on the side, slip it through, and then on this outside, grab the little black knob, attach it in just like we did with the legs, and tighten that in. You're gonna repeat this on all 3 sides until it is secured into place. So now we're gonna do the drain hose. There's only a slight difference between this and the booster bath of the large size. This one you actually screw into place just a little bit. The other one you just kind of stuck on. So same from before, you are going to stick it underneath, but instead you were given this little attachment here, and this just screws it into place. That's the only difference between the 2 for the hose. And once you have that, we have a few other accessories that it came with. This is the shampoo caddy. To use this, the best tip I can give is to put the top in first and then lift this up until it snaps into place. So the last accessory that both tubs come with is the fan nozzle. You just hook your hose right up. It has an on and off switch, which makes it really convenient because as you're using it, you could hook it onto the tub, grab it off when you need it. So say you're scrubbing them, you first wet them down, you add the shampoo, like in between, you can easily just kind of set it there and keep working on your dog. And then when it's actually time to rinse them off, you just grab it, flip it on, and start hosing your dog. So an additional accessory that you can get for your booster bath, which I personally recommend because I think it's very helpful, is the pet stairs. So they attach differently for the extra large and the large. For the extra large, you actually just kind of set them into place as so. And again, just kind of make sure everything's secured before your dog walks up. For the large, you'll see there's actually these 2 holes right here. These actually snap into place, and that kind of keeps that secure. It kind of bounces right there. That's how the large and extra large work. I do want to kind of give you guys some quick tips on sizing and how they work with breeds, since you guys can obviously see the size difference between the 2. They do have kind of different sizes of dogs that they were designed for. So the large, for instance, you can put all retrievers, you can do a Dalmatian, a Greyhound, a Boxer, you know, dogs of those sizes. And then the extra large, this is made for obviously all of those dogs too, but here's when you throw in like your Bernese Mountain Dog, your Mastiffs, you know, Great Pyrenees, those bigger breeds that kind of need more room in general, not only just for the tub, for their length and stuff like that, but to turn around and all of that. So that's kind of how the stairs work, that's how the sizing works. And then one more tip, these two bathtubs are actually made of a stabilized polypropylene material, which is to help, like if you wanted to store it outside, it kind of prevents them from fading. I'll be completely honest, we keep ours in our shed here, so I've never actually left them outdoors. But just so you know, that is a fun fact about how these are made if you did want to leave them outside instead of breaking them down and putting them away. So now that we have all the tubs assembled, it's bath time, and we're gonna start with Remy because she absolutely loves getting a bath at the booster bath. Are you excited? She said it feels so good outside. It feels so good outside. And we're gonna use the large booster bath. So let's get sudsed up and clean. So I'm using one of Remy's collars to put with the 3-point leash restraint, but it does come with one that you can attach to this. But I just love her collar, and it's already adjusted, so if you don't want to have to adjust it, use your own. If they're getting in this for the first time, you can use a leash to guide them or hold on to the collar. Remy's done this 1,000 times, so she already knows, but I wanted to give that pro tip just because it can be new. Come on, Remy, let's get a bath. Remy, and let's go on up. Good girl, Remy. She goes right in, and then I usually just secure her with this. She's really good. She never goes anywhere. But if you're doing this for the first time, just be cautious of this. Some dogs can get a little nervous, so even if it's best to just have their collar and hold on to them and don't use this initially, that's always a safe thing to try. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the rinsing, and we have our hose hooked up to the fan nozzle, and this is great. This has so much great water pressure, and it has the on-off switch right here, so I'll show you. Already doing pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and start getting Remy all cooled off for her bath. Oh, you look so good. Good job, Remy. And it is a warm day, so it feels great. And what's nice about this fan nozzle here, when you have that water turned up, you really get a really good rinse, which is nice. Like, you're not having to like take forever, and like once you have the soap and you're really trying to get that soap off, it comes off pretty quickly. So I quite enjoy this. So we're gonna get her all wet, and then we're gonna suds her up for her bath. All right, Remy, let's get you all sudsed up. Gonna start with our shampoo. Looking so good. Ooh, and it smells nice. You smell delightful. All right, so now we're rinsing Remy off, getting all of her suds and everything. And what I wanted to show you guys is how the water actually drains from the tub. So I thought that would be really helpful. So see how it has the spout right down there. The hose is connected to there like we assembled together, and it goes all the way out and it drains right into the grass. So it's a great way to just kind of keep the water moving and make sure that it's not all standing in your tub. And Remy's quite enjoying this. She says, it is hot outside. It is summer bath time. I am here for this. So we're gonna get her all finished, rinsed off, and then we're gonna do our favorite thing, dry time. All right, so Remy is all clean. She's so shiny. And the last thing I kind of wanted to share is when you're in here, you know, what I like to do personally too is I go ahead and bring their ear cleaning stuff. I bring the cotton balls and all of that, and I do everything just in here because it's kind of like when you're bathing at home. It's easier if you just do everything while they're already secured, and it just makes their life easier. So once you are done, we've already got, I just went and grabbed the towels, and once you're done, you can easily just unhook them. And again, if you need to use your leash, or if they're used to it, you can grab their collar or something like that and just let them turn around and guide them down the stairs. Good job, Remy! You gonna shake off one more time? Shake off, Remy! Good job! And now it's Remy's favorite time. It's towel time. Remy. Remy. All right, so we're gonna finish towel drying off. I think she absolutely loved her bath. I hope this video was really helpful and that you guys got to see the differences between the large booster bath, which is obviously this one here, with the extra large. And in the description, I've linked all the products here, so if you want to check out booster bath, you can. I have some extra special information in the description, so make sure to check that out. I've linked the blog post I did, all the things. And if you have any questions at all, let us know. I think Remy's about to run away with the towel, so we're gonna go dry off, enjoy the rest of our day. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys real soon. Goodbye.